guys, I'm back just for one short recording today, and then I probably won't be back until Monday or Tuesday. I don't think anybody's watching these, but that's okay. Alright. Professor, is it possible for Amadeus's memories to be externally modified? But the professor wasn't listening to my question. He seemed to be frantically searching his pockets for something. Come to think of it, I didn't see that translator device on his ear. He must have been looking for it, which meant odds were good he didn't even hear my question. Modifying my memories? It's theoretically possible. Kurisu herself answered in the professor's place. For example, it would be possible to make me think that my name was actually Christina. But my memory data isn't like normal data. It's much more complex. I'm aware of no successful attempts to modify it. And even if the attempt succeeded, I would notice it and I would repair myself. I keep logs in a place that only I can access. In other words, Laura Palmer's secret diary. If there was a discrepancy between my current memories and my diary, there's a very high probability I'd become suspicious. What's more, my memories are backed up at regular intervals. Even if they were altered beyond the point where I could self-repair, I'd still be able to restore them. I'd lose any memories that had formed between then and the last backup, though. Regardless of the topic of discussion, it felt strange. Oops. What Maho had said before she loaded Kurisu was true. I was starting to feel like I was chatting with the real Kurisu. The way she wouldn't let you get a word in edgewise when she started talking about science was exactly like the real Kurisu. It's interesting, though. I turned toward Kurisu and spoke. You're able to consider yourself objectively as a machine. From what I see in books and comics, I'd expect you to say, I'm not a machine, I'm human. That's pure nonsense. Even humans speak of themselves as a combination of hardware and software, right? They just call it biology and psychology. What's the difference? I see. She's better with comebacks than anybody, isn't she? When she heard this, Kurisu turned toward Maho, her CG eyes big and round, though it was really just the camera sensor moving. You know, Maho, this might not be any of my business, but you should really watch what you say. You finally got your chance. What if he stops liking you?
だからその話に戻るのはやめなさい。
Come on, don't bring that up again.
けど私にとっては今
But it's what I find most
一番興味
interesting
があり
right
ます。
now.
一番どうでもいいことでしょ、そんなの。
Aw. It's what I find most meaningless right now.
これが人生最後のチャンスだったらどうするんですか？
What if this is the last chance you'll ever get?
あなたこそその口を改めなさい。
You're the one who needs to learn to watch what you say. Dr. Leskinen was clapping his hands together and laughing. I had to chuckle a little bit too. Afterward, the three of us, including the professor, talked to Kurisu, discussing technical subjects and making small talk. The next thing I knew, it had been almost an hour. I actually felt a little sad when Maho told me that it was time to stop. In just a single hour, the strangeness I'd felt about Amadeus had disappeared, and I felt like I was really talking to Kurisu. Oh. Dr. Leskinen stopped me before I left.
テストをやる気はあるかな?
So are you interested in being a tester? I tilted my head when I heard the professor speak through the translator.
Amadeus にはタイヤ散歩が少なくてね。うちの研究室の子たちを総動員してはいるのだけれどね。
Amadeus doesn't have a lot of conversation samples. I've got all the kids in my lab helping as much as they can, but it's not enough.
とはいえ、アマデウスはまだ研究段階だし、誰彼構わず接触させるわけにもいかないわ。
But Amadeus is still in the research stage, and we can't just talk to it.
そこ
Let
で
anyone talk
ク
to
リ
it.
スの友人だったリンターロにぜひとも協力してほしいんだ。
So I want you, Lintaro, to help us since you were her friend. I remembered they mentioned something about being a tester at the parties. This is what they were talking about.
私と教授はしばらく日本に滞在する予定なの。だからテスターをお願いするのはその間ということになるわね。
The professor and I will be staying in Japan for a while. We'd like you to be a tester while we're here.
あなたにしてもらいたいのはとにかくクリスと対話を重ねてもらうこと。
Your job will be just talking to Kurisu.
具体的なノルマのようなものは特にないわ。気が向いたら話をするぐらいでいい。
There's no real quota. Just talk to her when you feel like it.
ただ月に2回程度は私と教授にテスト経過の報告をしてほしいの。
But twice a month, I want you to report on your testing to me and the professor.
それと申し訳ないけれど報酬は出せないんだ。そこも含めて考えてみてほしい。
Oh, and I'm sorry, but we can't pay you. I want you to keep that in mind when you decide.
俺は
亡くした友人をそっくりそのまま再現した AI と話をさせる。それは君にとってとても残酷なことだとは理解しているつもりだよ。
I am aware that it's cruel to ask you to talk to an AI that's perfectly identical to your dead friend.
乗り気でないのなら断ってくれていいからね。
If you're not interested, feel free to turn us down. I remembered what it felt like to talk to Kurisu. When the monitor was just about to turn off, that is what Kurisu had said. Let's talk again sometime, Rintaro Okabe. That's what I'd hoped for when I came here, wasn't it?
やります。やらせてください。
I'll do it. Please, let me do it. I thought I was ready when I accepted the job, but I had never expected this. Oh, phone call.
はい。
Hello?
マキセですけど。
It's Makise. Kurisu was displayed on the screen. Yes, it was Amadeus. The app the professor had given me allowed me to access the servers at Victor-Condria University from anywhere, 24 hours a day.
岡部さんからクリスの方へ呼びかけることができるのはもちろんだけれど、
Of course, you'll be able to contact Kurisu.
クリスの方からあなたに呼びかけてくることもあるから、その時はうまく対応して。
But Kurisu will also sometimes contact you. When that happens, talk to her. This I hadn't predicted. I never thought she would simply call me, or that her face would be displayed on the screen.
それともクリスティーナですけどって自己紹介した方が良かったですか？
Or should I have introduced myself with, "It's Christina"? She looked really pissed. I could guess why. I had gotten 8 calls from Kurisu, and I ignored them all. Oh wow.
事情はレスキネン教授や先輩から聞いています。だから最初に一言こちらから挨拶しようと思っていたんですが。
Alright, I'm gonna save, because I just want to see what happens if you didn't answer. Oh, I don't want to save over. Cancel. I just want to see what happens if you ignored it. So load this one up. It was an incoming call on my smartphone. I trembled. There had been quite a few today, and I kept ignoring them all. But I felt like I couldn't keep ignoring them forever, so he automatically picks up.
はい。
マキセですけど。
岡部さんからクリスの方からあなたに呼びかけてくることもあるから、その時はうまく対応して。
それとも事情はレスキネン教授や先輩から聞いています。
Alright, so that's all the same, so I'll just go back.
事情はレスキネン教授や先輩から聞いています。だから最初に一言こちらから挨拶しようと思っていたんですが。
Maho and Dr. Leskinen explained things, so I thought I'd call once to make a proper introduction, but
まさか8回もイルスを使われるとは思いませんでした。
I didn't expect you to refuse to pick up 8 times.
なんで黙ってるんですか？
Why aren't you saying anything? Talking to a realistic girl on my smartphone with so many people around was pretty embarrassing.
まあ、話す気がないならそれはそれでいいんですが。
Well, if you don't want to talk, that's fine, but...
なんなのよ。せっかくいつも以上に人と話せるチャンスだと思ってたのに。バカみたいじゃない。タンク。
What's with you? I was sure this was my chance to talk more than usual. I feel like an idiot. Aww.
いずれにせよ、テスト中は私はあなたといつでもつながっていますから。
Just know that during the test period, I'm always connected with you.
気が向いたらどうぞ連絡してきてください。こっちも忙しいので、あなたの連絡にいつも出れるかどうかわかりませんけど。
Contact me whenever you feel like it. I'm busy, so I don't know if I'll always be able to answer your calls. Man, what is this? More than strangely polite, friendly Kurisu from yesterday. Angry, stubborn, more curious than anyone. The way she seemed to be constantly challenging you.
それではお邪魔しました。
Anyway, goodbye. I realized that this really was Kurisu Makise. This was the girl I'd spent those 3 weeks with, lab member 004, my assistant, Christina, aka Kurisu Makise, aka the zombie. Her movements were a little more jerky than I'd seen on the computer in Dr. Leskinen's office, but evidently that was because of the smartphone.
俺は
This alone was enough to make me feel like my heart was being squeezed dry. I stood still, holding the smartphone tight.
じゃなかった。あかりん、どうしたにゃ？
Kyoma, I mean, Okarin, what's wrong, ya?
ああ今行く
Oh, I'm coming. I thought to myself as I ran to catch up with the others. Maybe Leskinen was right, and this test would be a very cruel thing for me. I just want to go back a little bit. I want to see if I can call her back, like, immediately.
事情はまさかは
When she hangs up.
なんで黙ってるんでなんなのよいずれにせよ気が向いたらそれでは
俺は
ちょまじゃなかった。あかりんどうしたにゃ。
I can't even open the thing.
ああ今行く。
Okay, I can't. Call Amadeus. I thought to myself as I ran to catch up with the others, maybe Dr. Leskinen was right and this test would be a very cruel thing for me, but even so, my mind was already... Oops. Starting to think about what I could talk about with Kurisu. Maho Hiaja was remembering. She was remembering the last night she'd spoken to Kurisu, Makise in person. Oh.
冗談じゃないわ。こんな大事な時期になんで私が。
Seriously, why do I have to do this now, of all times? That night, Kurisu was whispering to herself a lot. Victor Condria University's Brain Science Institute. Maho and Kurisu worked in the same room at the lab. Thus, Maho was forced to hear Kurisu's angry mumblings, whether she wanted to or not. A little was fine, but she'd been acting like this all day, and it was keeping Maho from concentrating. She finally snapped and turned away from the paper she was writing.
ねえ、ちょっとクリス。
Hey, Kurisu. English was the language most commonly used at Victor Condria University. When the other staff and professors were around, she'd always use English. But when it was just her and Kurisu, Maho would often speak in Japanese.
いい加減にしてくれないかしら。
Would you stop it?
ああ、何がです？
What? Stop what?
うるさくて集中できないのよ。この論文、明日までに教授に提出しないといけないんだけど。
Kurisu stopped messing with her luggage and turned around. You're so loud that I can't concentrate. I need to turn this paper in by tomorrow.
もしかして私独り言言ってました？
Aww. Was I talking to myself?
騒音郊外で訴えてあげようかしら。
Want me to sue you for violating the loud noise ordinance?
すみません。
I'm sorry. Kurisu apologized and started to scratch the back of her head. I was just curious if they told us anything. Okay, she was messing with her luggage. No, nothing yet. Maho decided to calm down by standing up and going to the shelf where the research notes were kept. There were several books she needed for her paper, but they were all up on the top shelf. Oh. This must be someone's idea of a prank, she'd said, as she stared up at the heavy book. She decided to try and reach for it, but no matter how she stood on her toes, she came nowhere close to reaching for it. Her tiny little arms seemed to be like dead branches, waving in the wind. She bit her lip. After she'd skipped grades to go to college, and then come to work at this lab, she'd had more chances than ever before to hate her small stature. So she did skip grades to get to college. How old is she, really? Whenever she walked outside after dark, the cops would stop her. Even with her ID, she couldn't get into bars, and buying medicine and alcohol at drugstores was a pain. The most humiliating part was no matter where she went, Everyone thought she was in middle school. Nobody believed her when she said she was 20. Everything in America was just too big.
取りましょうか？
May I get that for you? Kurisu noticed the trouble Maho was having and came over. But Maho was stubborn and decided to pretend nothing was wrong.
大丈夫よ。別に困ってなんかいないもの。
Oh, it's fine. I'm not having any problems.
困ってるじゃないですか。
Sure you are.
困ってません。
I am not.
そうですか？
You sure?
そうです。
I'm sure.
でも私も借りていきたい本があるので。
Oh, but there's a book I want off the shelf too, so... Kurisu easily reached up to the highest shelf and grabbed the book Maho wanted.
背が高い人はいいわね。
It must be nice to be tall.
いえ、私もそれほど高い方では。
No, I'm not really that... Kurisu covered her mouth when she realized she'd said something she shouldn't have.
ありがとう。助かったわ。日本で何か必要なものがあったら言ってね。送ってあげるから。
Thanks, that was a big help. If you need something in Japan, tell me. I'll send it.
はい、ありがとうございます。
I will. Thank you. Kurisu handed over the book as she spoke, and then suddenly her eyes went wide and began to sparkle.
ねえ先輩、今の話ですけど。
Hey, Maho, about what we were just talking about.
今の話ってどの話？
What we were just talking about.
独り言ですよ。
Talking to yourself.
え？おー。
It looked like Kurisu had come up with a new idea. This was a regular occurrence for Kurisu, and Maho was used to it.
それって自我の証明の一つになるんじゃないでしょうか。
Wouldn't that be proof of a self?
アマデウスの？
For Amadeus.
はい。
Yes.
確かに。あの子がいきなり独り言を言い出したらびっくりするけれど。
Yeah, if she started talking to herself, I'd be pretty surprised. No matter how advanced an AI was, it wouldn't talk to itself unless you were programmed it to do that. And there was no need, or even point, to have a feature like that. If an AI started talking to itself, that might be a good indication that there was a self to talk to. But Maho hesitated to agree with her.
ここではめったなことを口にするものではないわ。
You should watch what you say here.
魂は神が人間に与えたもうたものである。そう考える人たちが多いことを忘れないで。
Don't forget that there are a lot of people who think that a soul is something God gives to humanity.
そうでしたね。
That's right, isn't it? Kurisu's expression dimmed. Kurisu and Maho were both treated as heretics in this lab, especially since they were Japanese and women. Oof. And Kurisu was simply too talented. Nobody ever actually did anything, but a lot of the older scientists were definitely avoiding Kurisu. Dr. Leskinen was the chief scientist, and the fact that he liked the two of them was all that let them do their research in peace. If the other scientists heard what Kurisu had just said, who knows what they'd do? Maho patted Kurisu on the shoulder.
まあ、しばらく日本でリフレッシュしてくることね。
Well, go have a good time in Japan and refresh yourself.
それが納得いきません。
I'm still not happy about that.
どうして？向こうの生活だって楽しいと思うけれど。
Why? You think you'll have fun?
留学するなら大学院ですよ。なんで高校なんですか？
If I'm doing an exchange, it should be to graduate from school. Why high school?
仕方ないでしょ。日本では年齢的にあなたはまだ高校生なんだから。
It has to be high school, right? By Japanese standards, you should still be in high school.
教授の思いやりは素直に受けておきなさいな。
Just accept that the professor is doing something nice for you. Maho remembered what Dr. Leskinen had said. Kurisu has a fragile personality. All the bickering in the lab is putting her under a lot of stress, and she's at her limit. It might ruin her as a researcher. That's what the professor had said. He was really worried about her.
それにもともと7月になれば日本に行かなくちゃいけなかったんだからちょうどいいじゃない。
And you have to go to Japan in July anyway, right? So it's perfect timing.
はい、実はそれも憂鬱で。
Yeah, I'm actually kinda down about that too.
秋葉原テクノフォーラムだったかしら。
The Akihabara Techno Forum. What is that?
公園なんて慣れてないし、何をどうしていいのか。
She said, was that it? Okay. I'm still not used to giving lectures. I don't know what to do.
サイエンス誌に論文が載った以上これからもどんどん増えるわよ。練習しておかないとね。
Now that you're published in Science, expect a lot more of this. You need to practice.
やだな。
I'd rather not. Kurisu whispered to herself. Maho didn't like being around lots of other people either, so she knew how Kurisu felt. But there were a lot of scientists who wanted to be published in a major journal, then go on to give public lectures. And she'd beaten out many of them to win that honor. People were jealous. She needed to fulfill her responsibilities, even if just to shut them up. Maybe I'm not that much better, though. Maho silently laughed a little, and hated herself for doing it. Maybe I'm just as jealous as they are. That feeling, which was a little like fear, was something that she always felt. The girl in front of her was just that different from Maho. Someone she could never reach, no matter how hard she tried. Someone who'd surpassed everything she'd ever done almost instantly.
先輩？
Maho. Kurisu was peering into her face confused. Maho felt flustered.
日本でお父さんには会うの？
Are you meeting your dad in Japan? She'd heard that Kurisu's parents weren't divorced, but that they were separated. Her mom was still in America and her dad was in Japan. After Maho said it, she'd wondered if that too was a personal question. Or that was too much of a personal question. But Kurisu smiled a little.
実は父から招待状が届いたんですよ。
Oh, actually, I got an invitation from him.
へえ。
Oh, yeah, huh?
夏頃新しい理論の発表会をするそうです。それを見に行こうかと思ってます。
He's announcing a new theory this summer. I'm thinking of going to see the announcement.
新しい理論って？
A new theory?
と。
Kurisu's smile changed into a small expression of consternation.
まだ詳しく聞いてないんですよね。相対性理論に関することらしいんですけど。
I haven't heard the details yet. I know it's got something to do with the theory of relativity, Einstein. Let's see what they have to say. This might be too science-y for me. The term theory of relativity refers to two theories published by Einstein, the special theory published in 1905 and the general theory in 1916. These were the source of the famous equation E equals mc squared. Special relativity makes clear the following. Matter cannot exceed the speed of light. The closer you get to the speed of light, the slower time gets. If you reach the speed of light, time stops. The closer you get to the speed of light, the more your length decreases. If you reach the speed of light, your length becomes zero. The closer matter gets to the speed of light, the more its mass increases. If it were to reach the speed of light, its mass would become infinite. Your length decreases, but your mass becomes infinite. General relativity adds the following. Time slows down in the presence of a strong gravity field. Space compresses in the presence of a strong gravity field. Mass increases in the presence of a strong gravity field. Maho felt like she was hiding something, but didn't question her anymore.
とにかく気をつけて行ってくることね。お土産期待しているから。
Anyway, take care. I'll be expecting presents.
何がいいですか？
What do you want?
そうね。せっかく秋葉原に行くのだから、何か珍しいものがいいわ。秋葉原詳しいのよね。
Since I know you're going to Akihabara, why not something rare? You know a lot about Akihabara, don't you?
なんでです？
Why do you say that? Chanala.
休憩時間によくそういうサイト見てるじゃない。
You're always reading those sites during breaks.
まさかアマデウスが喋ったんですか？
Did Amadeus tell you that?
あの子はそんなことしないわ。あなた、私が後ろにいるのに動画に夢中になってて気づかないことがあるわよ。
She wouldn't do that. Sometimes I'm right behind you and you're so busy watching videos that you didn't even notice me.
まさかバレていたなんて、自分のうかつさが憎い。
I can't believe you found out. Damn my carelessness. Kurisu actually seemed upset for once. This really surprised Maho.
先輩、お願いです。どうか他の人たちには内密に。
Senpai, please don't tell the others.
別に隠すことはないと思うけれど。
I don't think it's really something you need to hide, but the idea of sharing a secret with Kurisu made Maho happy.
わかった。言わないでおくわ。
I got it. I won't tell anyone.
助かります。
Thanks so much. Kurisu seemed genuinely relieved. Maho continued.
ねえ。
Hey.
あなたが日本から戻ってきたら、アマデウスが独り言をつぶやけるかどうか、二人で検証してみましょう。
Once you get back from Japan, let's find out if Amadeus can talk to herself.
はい。
Okay. Kurisu had a very happy look on her face. It was the face of a born scientist who loved to explore the unknown more than anything in the world. Her smile was as innocent as that of a child who'd been given a new toy. It was very beautiful. And it was one of the reasons that Maho liked the younger researcher quite a bit. But the promise the two of them made would never be fulfilled. In fact, they would never, ever meet again. Alright, I think I'm gonna stop here. This seems like a good stopping point. I'll just save twice just in case. And I think I might be able to record one more video. We'll see. I'll see if anybody comes home later, then I won't be able to record. But yeah, maybe in like a half hour. Alright, I'll see you guys. Bye.